Hi everybody, my name's Andy Glassman, and today I wanted to give you a little teaser on the meetup that I'll be presenting at on October 25th at Shoretel for the MilwaukeeJS meetup. And the topic is Rapid Innovation with Node-RED. What is Node-RED? Node-RED is a visual tool for programming pretty much. For lack of a better term, it's drag and drop programming, but it goes way beyond that to give you a lot of flexibility and a quick way to get things out working in a public cloud or any device such as a Raspberry Pi with barely any deploy process. Now, it may seem scary, but it allows you to rapidly innovate very quickly. So let me show you my instance that I have running. Now, at the first glance, you can see that your whole IDE is in the browser. This is great because I can access this console from any computer through the cloud. This is running on Amazon, and I can make code changes and I can deploy them, and they're live. So basically, the way that Node-RED works is you have nodes, and each node does a different thing. There's input nodes, there's output nodes, there's function nodes, which allow you to write JavaScript snippets and render them using templates. There's a lot of really cool features that I'll go into more depth in the meetup. There's different integrations for social media, more OS level things such as tailing and watching files, RSS feed watchers, and then another really cool thing which I'll show in depth at the meetup is drag and drop UI. So I can drag and drop these nodes in there and they will give me, I'll show you what they give me real quick. They give me a user interface that I didn't have to write anything for, that even will hook into WebSockets and many other things. A quick example that I'll show you how I did at the meetup is a stats monitor for my EC2 instance. So I can put this on and it's getting pushes live through WebSockets to watch my memory usage and my CPU usage. Now, I'm not really doing much with it right now, so obviously there's not much happening. A more tangible example is these two integrations that I put together that for our team to integrate our Jenkins build process with Slack, with our company Slack channel, and our GitLab commit process with our Slack channel. And to give you a quick look at what those integrations look like, here's what our GitLab commit pushes look like. So we got a fun unicorn, the Gitacorn, and anytime somebody pushes to a repository that's configured correctly, you get how many commits were pushed, by who, you get the commit message, and then how many files were modified, added, or deleted, and you can click on all this stuff to link you directly to the project or the commit diff. And that's very useful if you're in a project and you can send these to specific channels, not just a GitLab commit channel. So all your projects can filter into one of your team's channels. And I'll show you how I did that at the meetup. The other one that I've built is a Jenkins integration that can also do the same thing of publishing to specific channels depending on how your team wants to work, and showing you if your build failed, you need to deal with it. Link to the project, link to the console output directly, and the commit message. If it's a success, you get a nice green bar, you get a success kid, and you get some of the same features of being able to look exactly what triggered that build and what the output was. Now, the great part about this is that you're not clogging your email. You rarely care about a Jenkins email alert for more than the 5 seconds you look at it. So that's what's great about Slack, is these messages just roll off into oblivion. They don't sit around in your inbox and get archived, and you're not constantly having to create new filters. If I don't want to listen to these, I can just unfollow this channel and everything's good. So the way I built those on Node-RED is by using their HTTP node, which allows me to do throw up an endpoint, receive webhooks from GitLab or Jenkins, parse out the relevant data into a into a Slack message, configure based on query parameters what channels to send it to, and then actually send it to those channels. Now, if we actually click on this, you can see it's very simple setup. I just say I want a Jenkins endpoint that accepts a post method. And for parsing, I have a JavaScript block that will transform the Jenkins message into a Slack message. And here, you can see that based on the success or failure, I will change the build status to go to specific channels, and also tell it what channel to go to. And if I made a change to any of this, I can deploy it instantly using this button. And now my changes are live. And that's great, especially for these smaller projects where maybe I missed a corner case and there's not a well-defined test suite or flow that I can test this out, and I can rapidly push and try different configurations, or even post fake commit messages or build JSON blobs to this and see the output directly in Slack. So it allows me to tweak changes and make changes on the fly, and the innovation cycle here is very fast. From the time that I have the idea to the time that I can get this up and going is maybe half an hour, minutes to, it's literally only blocked by the speed that I can code these things. I don't have to worry about setting up build processes, using different Webpack, or setting up a UI, or setting up a deploy pipeline, and then spinning up a specific server just to host something. This is all done. If I want to do a new project, all I have to do is click this button right here, and I have a brand new flow. I can put a new endpoint out here, and I can just start innovating. So that's why I really love this platform, is that it allows me to rapidly innovate and get from idea to something tangible really quick. Now, there's also the point when you may want to migrate away from using this. If you wanted to roll this out to, say, multiple Slack teams across the country, you may want to then migrate the code that you have in here to a more robust, scalable platform. But this allows you to get the pain of rapid changes and bug fixes out of the way first at a small level before you make the commitment to having a more robust infrastructure. So I hope you join us on October 25th. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun, and there's going to be some really cool examples, and I'll go into a lot more depth on all of this. So I hope to see you there. Thanks.